Hello everyone, this is Ashley at the Speedway Public Library, and today I am going to be showing you how to create Japanese lucky paper stars. Now, much like the story of Sadako and the Thousand Cranes, lucky stars have their own story. This is that a young girl named Hoshi, she saw a falling star and decided that if she made a paper star, that it would save that fallen star. Now, where paper cranes, if you create 1,000 of them, you get a wish granted. With paper stars, the goal is to fill a jar. And with that jar, you can give it to someone, and in doing so, will grant them luck. Now, I definitely have a very long way to go until this jar is finished. So to get started, you are going to need a pencil, a pair of scissors, a ruler, and some paper. Now, the best type of paper for this is going to be paper that is origami paper thin. So thicker than like magazine paper, but thinner than what I currently have here. Unfortunately, I don't have any fun, pretty colored regular paper, so I am going with scrapbooking paper that I have. Now, if you are using anything thicker than regular paper, such as scrapbooking paper or cardstock, then I recommend using the measurements of about 1/2 inch to roughly about 8 inches. If you are doing regular paper, then stay with that 1/2 inch, but go ahead and do the full length. This is just due to how thick that paper becomes as you are folding it. So, very first thing you need to do is take your paper, and you are going to want to measure out those 1/2 inches. As you can see, I've already done so, just so I had some prepared. What I usually do is I mark, top, middle, bottom. You can kind of see those marks here. That way you are drawing straight lines when you go to connect them. Next step will be to cut out those strips. Cut out this one here. And then also, as you can see, I already have some strips made up as well. So the very first thing you want to do is grab one strip, and you want to turn it pretty side down. So whatever design you are wanting the star to be, you want that facing down. Then you are going to take the very bottom, and you are going to twist it to the left and bring it up to where it is touching that back side. So you have backside and backside touching, and then you have that design going around the bottom, and it creates almost like a ribbon type of look. So now after this, you kind of want to bring it down to where that hole at the bottom is just long enough for the width of the strip. You're going to bring that top strip down and then turn it to the right and stick it down in the hole. So it should look something like this. I'm going to grab that strip and pull it the rest of the way through. Now, if your thumb is still on that other piece, you want to go ahead and pull the longer part of the strip down while pulling the shorter one out. And then you should have a tied piece of paper that looks like this. Now, again, because I am using the cardstock, it does get a little thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this a little bit puffy, but I'm going to make sure that it is tight as I am wrapping it. So first, with this short end, you just kind of want to fold it over along the bottom edge and kind of crease it a little so it stays. And then as you look, you will notice that we have the beginning of a pentagon here. So hold it with your left hand, take your right hand, and we are going to take the long strip. We're going to turn this over and fold it alongside this bottom edge here. Again, crease it, and you want to make sure it's pretty nice and tight. So then again, flip it over, and because the crease now is going this way, we are going to fold it along this top left edge. And it kind of automatically does this on its own. It's just good to know which way we're going. So we're going to fold it up and along that edge. Fold it over again, which we can fold it kind of either which way. And now we're going to go back along this one. Oh, nope, sorry. We're going to go along this one here. Like I said, it kind of does it on its own. We're just making sure it goes the right way. Fold it over. Fold it over. And then we are at the end. Now with this very last piece, what we're going to do is we see a line here, a little lip from where we folded it over. We are going to take that and we are actually going to slip it under that strip. Let's see if we can get it to focus. I apologize if it's a little blurry. My camera has a little bit of focusing issues. Let's see. Yeah. Well, let's see. Almost got it there. But yeah, so fold that underneath that strip. And now we have a fully made pentagon shape. So the next thing we're going to want to do is start making the points of the star. So what I usually do is, if you look at the edges, you'll notice that some of them are going to be closed from where we flip the paper over, and you are going to have one that's kind of open. I try to avoid this open one when doing the first pinch. So find ones that are two closed edges, and then you're going to hold the shape in between your index and thumb, and with your other index and thumb, you're going to, at the same time, push and pinch. And as you can see, it creates that star point. So go ahead and then rotate, and we'll do the same thing. Push and pinch. And then again, rotate, push and pinch, push and pinch, and the last one just to kind of make sure that point's fully done. And there you have a Japanese lucky star. Then grab your jar, add it in, and 990 good to go. Depending on your jar, I'm not sure exactly how many it takes. This one probably has about 30 in there. So it just barely covers, about a half inch of the bottom. This is a 16-ounce jar, I believe. Maybe 32. Yeah, I think this might be a 32-ounce. So I will one more time kind of go over that. I'll use a pink one this time. So design down, flip bottom to the left, and touch. Bring down the top, turn to the right, and go through the hole. Pull it down, and push the shorter one out. So making it kind of a tight but puffy little knot. Fold the shorter piece over. And we have the beginning of a pentagon shape. And then we are going to start wrapping that longer strip. And again, just kind of follow. If you fully fold it over that edge, it's already going to go the way it needs to go. Just kind of follow where it leads. Boom, 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 boom. Now, if you do get to the end, and let's say you only have like this much left over, so it's not going to fold under, you can always fold it that way. I kind of fold the piece over to fit under that one. And I said that's just if you don't have enough room to be able to fold it under the very last piece. There we go. Full pentagon shape. And then finding two closed edges. Oh, that one's open. There we go, two closed edges. We push and pinch. 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 There we go. Now, if you don't keep it puffy in that beginning, when you go to try to push these open, they aren't going to. They're just kind of going to fold over and it won't look right. Let me see if I can do an example of that real quick, just so you have kind of an idea of what you don't want it to do. Let's see if I can make this. Yeah, so if you make it too flat, it's not going to let you pinch it. It's going to just kind of dent and fold, and it won't look right. Yeah. So definitely when you're making it, try to give it a little bit of poofiness. That way you can get those stars, the points to pop out. Another thing is, while again you can make your own strips. Like I said, if you are doing anything as thick as scrapbook paper or cardstock, you want to do a 1/2 inch by 8 inches. If you are doing regular paper or big sheet of origami paper or something that's about that same thickness, you want to do a 1/2 inch by probably a full 11 inches. But they also actually sell Lucky Star paper online. So if you look on Amazon or even some of the Chinese sites like Wish, if you type in Lucky Star paper, you can see those, and they come out as, you get them as strips already, so you don't have to worry about cutting them out. All right, well, that is it for today. So thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for additional craft videos for both adults and teens, and as well as kids in the upcoming days. Thanks, and have a great day.